What if everything that you believe about yourself is holding you back from your dreams? Let's break down this illusion and start helping you create the desired reality that you want. Hey gorgeous people, and welcome back to another episode of the Glow Up Diaries, a series I created here on YouTube that is all about self-development. So if you're new here, welcome. Hi, my name is Fiona, and today's video we're going to be diving into self-concept, breaking the matrix of limiting beliefs, and also I'm going to be sharing with you my free guide that's going to help change your self-concept to align with your goals. So I'm really excited to dive into today's video, and stay tuned for your free guide, which I bet you're dying to see already, and I'll give you a little sneak peek if you are new. But make sure to give this video a big like and subscribe if you're into self-development content. I create a video every single month, or even more if I'm feeling the vibe, so go ahead and subscribe just so you don't miss out, because we're here to elevate our lives, we're here to 10x our lives together, share information, glow up in all areas: finance, health, well-being, mentality, and just be here and live while we can. Not to sound gruesome, but live in the moment, appreciate all that's around you, and develop yourself. That is what we're here to do. So let's dive straight into today's video about self-concept and breaking the matrix of limiting beliefs. What is self-concept? Diving straight into it, self-concept is the foundation of our being. It is evaluating our strengths, our weaknesses, who we are externally to other people and internally to ourselves. Self-concept is everything. It is the limiting beliefs that we have cultivated through external factors, family members, friends, through ourselves, affirming to us what we're good at, what we're not good at, and this is the foundation of who we are. So self-concept is so big, and this is why this is such a big topic in today's video, because this means it rules over your life. Your self-concept is technically engraved into your subconscious belief system. If you've read anything to do with Dr. Joe Dispenza about the art of the subconscious and the conscious mind and breaking the habit of being yourself, that is such a good book. If you haven't already read it, I would definitely recommend. It's all to do with your subconscious. Self-concept is at your root. It's your being, and it's something that we need to change. If you are feeling that you're lacking in something, if you're weak in something, if you're feeling not yourself, work on your self-concept and you will see the results in yourself. So self-concept is the way you see yourself. It's the way you see your weaknesses. It's the way you see your strengths. It's the way you see the potential opportunities and circumstances that come about in your life. It's how you are. It's who you are. Self-concept is who you are, like your self-concept, your self-identity, how you see yourself in a good light or a bad light. If you feel like you've got anxiety, everyone's looking at you, or it can be everyone's looking at you in a certain light in a positive way. So this is your self-concept. You need to figure out what's making the self-concept believe these thoughts in order to change your perspective on things. So self-concept is something, if you haven't already, that you should or research into working on for you. If you've got any of these things that you want to work on yourself, if you are wanting to go for a new goal and it's putting yourself on a pedestal that you can or can't do something, you can do something if you've got the right self-concept to go ahead and do it. You can't do something if you've got the wrong self-concept behind you to not do it. And this is why self-concept is so important. So an overall of self-concept is who we are, the way things have shaped us to think this way, and why should we even change our self-concept? Why should we? Because this rules your life. If you want to change, if you're sick of being the same person, if you're sick of seeing the same results, if you're sick of complaining about the same circumstances, then maybe start with your self-concept and change how you perceive things at first. So why mention self-concept in the first place? Because it affects everything that we do and influences everything that we do in our careers, our relationships, our happiness. If you start off with self-concept first and you change yourself and your viewpoints on these topics, if you're feeling a bit of a lackluster in these topics, say for career, for example, if you're not feeling good in your career, work on your self-concept and see yourself in a better light. If you don't like your job, maybe go for a different one and actually believe that you can go and get another job, you can go and deserve better things. But it all starts with your self-concept. If you're like, oh, I don't know, I want to stay where I am because it's secure, and that's holding you back, then that's your self-concept of holding you back. So an overall bracket of it is who you are, what you've learned from, and how you're going about in your daily life. That is all how you carry yourself, and how you act and how you show others is your self-concept. So if you want to be a better person, like I said, in the career or in your relationship or in your own happiness, then you need to start with your self-concept first. Know that you believe and deserve these opportunities, and deserve to be more happier, and deserve the better things in life. It all depends on how you see yourself, if you're worthy or not of them, and going after that better version of yourself. But it all starts with believing that you can be that self, believing that you are worthy, believing that you are confident, believing that this is your center stage, believing that you can help others along the way. So self-concept is something that's absolutely massive in everyone's life, and in my own personal circumstance, I had to change my self-concept of who I was and how I run my day in order to become the next better version of myself, and not feel like my job rules my life and I wake up, go to work, come back and sleep. That's not my life. My life is wake up when I want to wake up, go and exercise before work, go to work and be grateful that that job earns me money, and then look at my finances and look where I want to invest that money that I've worked hard for, and then spend time with family and do this and do that and work on my business. That is all from changing my self-concept of my day and my self-concept of who I am. I'm not the person who just wakes up, goes to work, comes to bed. I'm the person who's working on my future self. I'm the person who's investing in my future self. I'm a person who's improving on myself every single day, the self-development, the knowledge, the person that wants to be the best version of themselves financially, intellectually and emotionally, in all aspects of my relationships, wealth, career. Like I said, all those subheadings. It's all to do with my self-concept of myself. And if I didn't shift my self-concept, I'd be the same person who didn't want all these things until I shifted and said, no, I do want these things, I do want to do better for myself, and the person who does better for themselves is the person who does these things. So changing from being, if I can say this, the lazy person of myself, because it's only me, the lazy person of myself, to this person who is doing everything, and I still have room for improvement. So not only am I learning along with you, I am learning myself, I'm teaching myself, and then sharing my expertise with you in my guides and free diary. So that's what this community is about. So if you haven't already, join the Facebook group, because I love sharing some quotes. Moving on, breaking the matrix of limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are a set of structures, conditionings, all from social media, from our families, our friends, and all these things that we need to achieve, or we need to have, or we need to do, we need to be, we need to expect from us as people. And these can set limiting beliefs in our brains. Limiting beliefs like we can't do something, money doesn't grow on trees, you can't go do that, you have to go be this to be successful, you have to go do this to be part of the family, you're going to be shamed upon if you don't do this, if you're not this person, you're going to be not what we think you are. So these are all a set of limiting beliefs that is bestowed upon us from such little ages, and it all affects our subconscious. So this section of breaking the matrix is realizing that these are all programs from other people's opinions. Opinions is not actual solid evidence that's going to harm you and your being. Not having the right outfit during this fall season fashion isn't going to harm you as a being, and it doesn't dictate your worth. Nothing dictates your worth apart from your worthiness of yourself. So this is breaking the matrix. The matrix represents all the beliefs and conditions that limit us from who we're meant to be. So it's really frustrating when people are stuck in this rut of consumerism and social media and not taking the time to live in the moment before all this happens. So as much as I love putting out content, I put it out for a reason and a purpose. And sometimes I can get lost in like vlogs and life and all this type of stuff when sometimes it's conditioned to be a certain person, to vlog a certain thing, to keep people entertained, because it is entertainment. But it's sort of like this conclusion that you're overviewing these beliefs that everything needs to be a certain way. So breaking the matrix is a huge topic, because you need to sort of like zoom out of everything and not realise that everything's not so serious, and realise that these are all conditionings and not your actual own views and opinions of yourself. And then just take the pressure off yourself again. So as I am trying to say, many of these beliefs that we hold aren't even about ourselves, or aren't even true, because they are engraved in us. They're from circumstances that have happened to us and happened to us again, and then we believe that's true because it's happened to us twice, and our brain stores it as this is now a new belief because it's happened to us twice. For example, oh, I always have bad luck, because you've had a few things happen to you and now all of a sudden you have the belief that you have bad luck. So this is a limiting belief, and then you need to shift back into, no, I have loads of luck, and that was just a one-time thing, now I am so lucky. So it's such a big identity shift, limiting beliefs, and identifying them. To break out of these limiting beliefs, you need to recognise that some of these beliefs that you've inherently learned or believe about yourself now aren't even yours, or aren't even true to this day. So you need to observe and go through these limiting beliefs that you think about, like money doesn't grow on trees, or you're not good enough, or you're not pretty enough, or any of these things that might relate with you that I've just spoken about. Like different examples, I can't have any pets because my family said I can't have any pets. I can't look after things. I can't have this. I can't invest. I don't know. I'm not smart enough, because maybe someone said this to you, like all these words, it's just so harsh. Like, why would they say this to you? But they don't say it to you and realise what they're saying to you at a younger age. Your brain absorbs this information and believes it and stores it as a belief. So you need to sort of de-internalize it, like get rid of it, and start putting back in the beliefs that you think are true. And this all relates back to self-concept in who you are, because your self-concept also involves these limiting beliefs, and that shapes your self-concept. So breaking the limiting beliefs is going through them and realizing what's been said to you and now you've internalized, and what you actually want in your new self-concept, and get rid of all the limiting beliefs and bestow yourself some new ones. I'm confident, I'm a money maker, I'm abundant queen, I love self-development, I'm so smart and intelligent, and this is going to be your new self-identity. So in all aspects of your life, like I'm such a caring person, I'm so positive, who you want to be. So rounding off that section, breaking the matrix of your limiting beliefs is looking through the belief systems that you have right now and making sure, are they yours, are they your beliefs, or are they just stories that you've internalized? So sift through all of these beliefs, get rid of the ones that don't serve your goals right now, and rewrite a new statement that says, I am this person now. So for example, myself. I have been on my fitness journey for the past year, and I said to myself previously, like I was looking at all these athletes and I was like, oh no, I could never be an athlete. So my limiting belief would be, I could never be an athlete. But then my revision of this self-concept and limiting belief would be, I could be an athlete if I did the training and work towards this goal. So it's getting rid of the limiting belief and internalizing a new story that I can do it if I put XYZ effort into it. So it's the same with career, relationships, everything like this. You can actually rewire your brain by writing a new belief out, getting rid of the old one saying, oh, I'm not smart enough. I am smart, but I'm smart in my own intellectual way, and I show this by doing XYZ. So You can do it, you can do it. So with these topics of mind of self-concept and breaking limiting beliefs, I have created a self-concept guide, baby, that you can download for free. Honestly, I wish I had this because it redefines your identity to push yourself towards your goals, and it's got 8 pages of goodness of redefining how you see yourself and how you're going to align your self-concept with your goals. I just wish I had this sooner, honestly, and I'm so excited to bring it to you. So we have 8 pages of goodness. So this is all about the blueprint to changing your self-concept. So what does it mean to change your self-concept? We have how do you change your self-concept. So in here we have affirmations, meditations, mirror work, rampages, scripting. We have mind movie meditations, and then it just goes on to how to use these techniques. And like I said, this is the blueprint to change your life, and on top of that, it's relaxing. This is all having that time to spend on yourself. Do the inner work first and you'll see the results. So I'll leave the link for the self-concept guide down below. You can either have it on a PDF file or you can download it. So, gorgeous people, if you're ready to break the matrix and build a self-concept that supports and aligns with your goals, then go ahead and download my free PDF guide. I'm here to help you break the limitations of being yourself and create that new version of yourself that is supported by your goals, that self-concept that's going to help you become that next level version of yourself without realizing that you've got these old beliefs, and transform into this beautiful person that you are destined to be. So thank you so much for taking the time to be here watching another episode of the Glow Up Diaries, because we love self-development. I love and appreciate you all so much, and I can't wait to see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.